I love you truly, truly, dear. Life with its sorrow, life with its tear, fades into dreams when I feel you are near. For I love you truly, truly, dear.
In doing these notables features, we discover some gems, and this is one of them. We knew the song, I Love You Truly, but we really didn't know anything about the song's writer, Carrie Jacobs-Bond.
Hi, we're Robin and the Giant. Welcome to Notables, the well-sung heroes of songwriting. And today we are featuring lyricist-composer Carrie Jacobs-Bond. Composer, lyricist, poet, and the first woman to establish a music publishing firm in America, Carrie Jacobs-Bond was born in Janesville, Wisconsin on August 11th, 1862.
Yeah, that's your home state.
Yeah.
She lived in Janesville for the first 25 or so years of her life. A prodigy at the piano, she gained fame in Janesville as the 4-year-old who could pick out any tune after hearing it only once. In another place and time, she probably would have received formal musical training and pursued a career as a performer and a composer. But instead, she experienced an unhappy marriage and then a happy marriage that ended in the early death of her husband, a son from her first marriage for whom she was the sole means of support, and doubly tragic for a piano player, chronic rheumatism that periodically disabled her.
She never stopped playing and composing music, and after her husband died in 1894, she did what many other Midwesterners seeking to make their way in world at the time did. She moved to Chicago where, through a combination of talent, luck, and real ability, she achieved success as a songwriter.
Bond formed the Bond Shop in 1894 to publish her compositions, including the enduring standards A Perfect Day, which you'll hear in just a little while, Just a Wearyin' for You, I Love You Truly, beautiful song, God Remembers When the World Forgets, I've Done My Work, His Lullaby, Roses Are in Bloom, A Little Pink Rose, A Little Bit of Honey, and Because of the Light, and a whole lot more.
In her early career, Bond appeared in vaudeville acts touring throughout the United States. In 1905, she performed at the White House for President Teddy Roosevelt, and during World War I, toured throughout Europe, performing at U.S. Army camps.
Bond was also an astute business person. The story of the struggling artist who sells rights to her work to an unscrupulous agent or producer is well known, but Bond retained her rights, published and sold her own music through her own company. She also apparently made fair deals with the producers who first recorded her music. The new technology enabled her to resell her old songs in the new formats, from wax cylinders and piano rolls to 78 RPM discs. Bond is recognized not only as an accomplished artist and writer, but as a successful arts business person as well. By the year 1910, she was billed as the first woman composer to earn $1 million, which in today's terms would be about $20 million.
Oh, wow. In 1941, Bond was selected by the General Federation of Women's Clubs as one of 2 composers representing progress of women during the first half of the century. She published an autobiography, The Roads of Melody, as well as a collection of poetry, The End of the Road.
Her most popular tune was A Perfect Day, published in 1909, while her most enduring is I Love You Truly, which was a staple at wedding receptions for most of the 20th century and is still heard at golden anniversary parties today. Despite her rheumatism, Bond lived to be 84 years old before she died in Hollywood, California. Another biography, by the way, says Glendale, California, so not really sure about that. But she died on December 28th, 1946.
Carrie Jacobs-Bond continues to be an inspiration and a major influence for all songwriters, and that is why Carrie Jacobs-Bond is featured in Notables, the well-sung heroes of songwriting.
And now we'll give a shot at A Perfect Day by Carrie Jacobs-Bond.
perfect day, and you sit alone with your thought, while the chimes ring out with a carol gay, for the joy that the day has brought. Do you think what the end of a perfect day can mean to a tired heart, when the sun goes down with a flaming ray, and the dear friends have to part? Well, this is the end of a perfect day, near the end of a journey too, but it leaves a thought that is big and strong, and a wish that is kind and true. For memories painted this perfect day with colors that never fade, and we find at the end of a perfect day the soul of a friend